Hey everyone, today I'm going to answer a question that comes up frequently, and that's how to get your internet from your house to your garage or outbuilding. The solution we're going to look at today is actually in these two boxes. So a company called UeeVii reached out to me and said, we have a solution that'll help you. So they sent me their product to check out and see how well it'll work. So we're going to go through this and install it. So you can see there's two boxes. So one's a receiver, one's a transmitter. A couple Ethernet cords. Throw them back there. Looks like a couple straps. Looks like you could strap them to the back there. Uses a mounting strap. And then looks like we got two of these. And these look like power supplies. And that's what they are. These are actually PoE adapters. So what these do is they'll run power that this plugs in. It'll run power through the one side of the Ethernet cord, and then it combines the data side as well. So basically coming out of this feed into these boxes, they'll be powered just from one data cord. So this basically allows you to plug this on in the inside, run the cord all the way out through your wall, and then into the bottom of one of these. And I'll open this up here, show you. It should not be too difficult. I don't know if you guys can see that there. But you do have two adapters or two ports there. I believe you only need to run one, and then the other would be if you're just connecting it directly to one device. You can hardwire it, or in our case, it's going to be plugged into a router, or in my case also a mesh router. So it'll actually act as just an access point at that time. So, and there's some status lights and some switches and stuff like that. We'll go through all this when we install it though. But that's what the bottom of these look like. And then they also sent me, looks like some mounting brackets as well. So some nice clamps here. You can clamp those in, or it's got holes. This basically is going to allow you to mount it either on a pole, because it has this groove. You can take this piece off, it looks like, and then it has direct holes. So a lot of versatility with these brackets. They're pretty nice, and they give you some different angle adjustments too. If you're trying to angle that antenna up or down, that'll definitely help out with that, because you can get your side-to-side movement from here, and then your up and down movement from the side. So pretty neat, and they look pretty good. So we'll go ahead and get started. So the first step, guys, is getting this antenna installed here by the house. And you can see I already mounted it on the bracket that they supplied. And like I said, there's lots of different ways that you can mount these. I took that little backing plate off because I'm not mounting on a pole. But I am going to actually just mount it on this gutter here. I'm going to try to put it up here, which is pointed at the garage down there. So we'll get this thing mounted and get the wire ran to the inside, and then head down to the garage. Let's see if we can get these hose clamps behind and around. It's just a more solid connection than using the zip ties that they supplied. And we'll tighten those down and then get that into position, and we should be good. So guys, we got this mounted all up with these hose clamps. Pretty tight. I mean, it doesn't really move, so we should be good there. The direction of it's pointed directly at the garage. So our next step, we're just gonna put some Cat 6 cable on it and then fish this through the wall. There's 2 ports on this, and you can use any one of them. So I'm just going to use the one that says WAN. So we got the Cat 6 cable in here. So that looks good. So our next step is to drill a hole in the side of the house and then fish the cable through it. And I did have to switch which port I had it plugged into. Like I mentioned, it doesn't really matter which one for our situation. So this one, for some reason, has a little straighter shot than this groove here. So I ended up just putting it in that one. But we're gonna leave that open for now because once we get this wired in through the house, we'll check the status light to make sure everything looks good. I already have, this is for my, actually I have an antenna on the roof for just TV, but I'm gonna actually drill a hole right beside it, and then this will go into the basement here, and then we're gonna fish this cable in through the basement. So let's just get a hole somewhere close. Just a small little hole is all we need. And then we're gonna go ahead and fish this whole line in there. I'm just gonna put some zip strips on here, keep that wire secure. Just like that. Make that look good. I did move it up just a little bit higher. Just gets it up underneath that eave a little bit closer. Just keeps the rain and snow and everything off of it better. So we'll go ahead and fasten it up down here in the bottom. Get it nice and secure. And then we'll go inside and take a look what's going on in there. So that's pretty much it for fastening to the house. Like I said, we're going to leave this cover plate off and we'll come back and check the status lights once it's plugged in. So here's where that wire comes in the house, and we just got to get it across a little bit to where the router is, and we'll connect it up. So we're just going to fish it. It's a long cable. We're going to fish it along these other wires I already have up there. So now you can see we got our cable ran all the way across, and then it's going to come down over by my other data cables here all the way down, and then there's my computer network equipment. You see I have a mesh router here, and then I also have a switch. So I'm actually going to wire the data side into the switch. But first I need to put a connector on the end of this, and then this is actually going to go into that PoE adapter, and we'll show you how that works. I got my end crimped on. If you already have a cable that's already pre-made, you won't have to do that part. That's probably the hardest part, is putting your own ends on, but I wanted to make sure that the hole wasn't too big going through the house. So I cut the cable, slid it through the house, that way I could crimp on my own end and cut it to size. So this end's going to go in to the PoE adapter that was supplied, and it's labeled PoE. You probably can't see that, but it is labeled. So that end's going to go in here like that, and then as I mentioned, my switch is over here on my table. I already have this cable I ran down from my switch. So this is basically going to plug in the other end here into the LAN side, like that. And then this is just a power adapter I have. So I'm just going to plug this in so that the whole thing is powered. And then there is a green status light that shows that it's getting power. I don't know if there's any other lights on here. No, I don't see any other lights on this part itself, but that basically is sending power to supply that antenna outside of the house as well. And then this side connects it into the switch side, which essentially goes into my router in the house. So we're just going to leave that right there for now. And we'll go check the status lights, make sure that it's getting power on the outside of the house. And after that, we're going to go ahead and wire up the garage antenna. So we are back outside at the house, and just wanted to make sure we got some status lights going on. It's hard to see, but we do have a power light. Looks like the LAN light is on, which is what that plug is plugged into. And looks like the WF, which I think is just wireless. And then you can see that's the channel. H just designates that this is the master, and you need to make sure that that toggle switch there is set to H. This is just out of the box. I have not touched anything, so we are going to see how well it works out of the box. Hoping not to have to go to any of the configuration, but we will see. So our next step is just to go down and set up the one on the garage. So we're down at the garage now, and I'm not exactly sure where I want to put this at on the building. You know, I know I need a direct line of sight, which I got plenty of line of sight up to the house. So what I actually did with this, I put it on the mounting bracket already, you can see, and I have some adjustment so I can move it that way, and of course angle it up and down. But because I have a metal building, I just put a large magnet on its base right now. So that'll give me the opportunity to kind of position it on the garage, figure out where I really want it, and later on come back and mount it permanently. So, try to get the position where I think will be pointed towards the house the best. So I think we'll try that first. And then we're just going to plug the other end of this cable into the PoE connector inside. Okay, so this goes back out to the antenna. This is the PoE connector. I just plugged it into the wall for now. And we're going to connect that side in. And then I have this blue cable, which is going to go up to my router. So we'll plug this in. Now in my breaker box, I have a cable wired down in here that goes up to the router up on the sidewall. And I have a connector right up in here. So instead of having to climb all the way up there, I'm just going to plug it in right here. And that's going to connect it to my router that's in the garage. So we're going to go back outside. We'll check the status lights on the transmitter receiver and see what it says. Here at the receiver side, and you can see it's got a C and then the channel, which matches the other channel. C is for slave, so it looks like we're good there. And we do have status lights, same status lights we saw up there. So yeah, we're gonna take a look at some of the router configuration, make sure it's recognizing the plug, making sure that it's showing an internet connection. So guys, I have my iPad here, and I'm going to go into my router configuration first. And this is the router that's in the garage. And I'll just show you that it is connected to the port. So if you guys can see, it says connected 100 megs on port 2. So that's the actual port that's on my router in the garage. And then if we go back a screen and we look at the number of devices connected, so there's 23 wireless devices connected in my garage right now, which sounds like a lot, but I do have a lot of Wi-Fi switches and other miscellaneous things that are connected out here. So if I click into here, kind of scroll down through some of the things that are connected, you'll see Joe iPad right here. That's the iPad that I'm on. So this tells me that yes, I am connected to my router in my garage with the iPad, and it is connected through a wireless connection. And that wireless connection is what we had plugged in there that goes into that PoE adapter. The next test is I'm going to actually do a speed test and see what the connection speed is out here. So let's run this test and see what we get, because we know we have internet. So ping looks good. We're up to 90, 89. Oh, it just shot up a little bit more, so let's see what it ends up at. And now it's doing the upload. So it looks like our download was 92.7, which it's rated for 100. These antennas, based on what they are out of the box, are rated for 100. So we're pretty close to that. And looks like our upload speed was 11.3. And 11.3, that's actually what I get in the house, directly connected. So it's working great. I'm back up at the house and I have the cover plate. Since we have a good connection, there's really nothing I need to adjust. So out of the box, it works perfect. Very, very impressed. I don't have to go into the configuration at all. It really is just kind of plug and play. So I'm going to put this cover back on up here at the house, get that covered back up. So that looks good and it's weatherproof. So guys, this wraps this video up. I'm going to go back down to the garage down there and probably mount that antenna in a more permanent position. As it is, it was getting a strong signal, so I'm not going to mess with it much. I am just going to run the cable through the wall and get a direct route into my router there. But that's a pretty simple process. Overall, good solution. I'm very happy with it, and I think it should be pretty reliable too. So if you guys are interested in a product like this, make sure you check out the link. It's in the description, and buy yourselves one. And always, guys, if you like these kind of videos, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Any questions I can help you with, make sure you leave it in the comments below. Thanks again. Take care.